Welcome back. Chippy Shaik, one of the central figures when the 1999 arms deal was negotiated and signed, has testified that no adverse findings were made against him by previous investigations. Shaik, the former chief of acquisitions at Defence, is testifying before the Seriti Commission in Pretoria. He says all investigations conducted while he was still employed at Defence, including those by the Auditor General and the Parliamentary Joint Investigative Team, found no adverse findings against him. Shaik says he wants to clear his name after being accused of wrongdoing by some witnesses. He is accused of flouting procurement policies in order to suit certain arms suppliers and even signing a key document as Secretary of Defence. For more on the story, we're now joined from our Pretoria studios by our reporter Njanji Chauke. Good evening, Njanji, and thank you so much for joining us.
Good evening, Lulu.
Njanji, first things first, what has come out from Chippy Shaik's testimony today?
The testimony by Chippy Shaik was one of the most highly expected testimonies by the media, especially after people like the former President Thabo Mbeki. I would say that Chippy Shaik's testimony is one of the key evidences ever to be delivered here at the Arms Procurement Commission. Obviously, the testimony by the former special advisor to the then the late defense minister, Joe Modise, Fanahlongwane, that will be a cherry on top. What we saw happening today, the testimony of Chippy Shaik was very technical in nature, detailing how the procurement policies evolved over the years, and also just telling the commission how they arrived at certain decisions. There are certain controversies regarding why certain arms suppliers were awarded contracts, for instance, as to why the Hawks jets were acquired instead of going for a cheaper option as provided by the Italians, Lulu.
Now, Njanji, Shaik says his role was to only coordinate the arms deal. What exactly does this mean?
Well, coordinating could mean something else, but if you look at really at the role that he played, he sat in very key organs that take very serious decisions. Here we're talking about organs such as SOFCOM and also the organ that was responsible for negotiating the contracts, and he was also chief of acquisitions and procurement at Defence. So he played a very major role. I think here he's just playing around with semantics, but the decisions that were taken or made by Shaik or the people that worked with him were very important because he was occupying a very important role. Hence, his evidence was highly awaited by the media and other critics of the arms deal, Lulu.
Now, Njanji, what else is to be expected in the week?
What will be happening tomorrow, we are going to see the issue of why the non-costed option was omitted in the acquisition of those fighter jets, the Hawks, because the commissioner, the chairperson of the commission, Judge Seriti, wanted to know why was it even an issue that the question of cost of a non-costed option should even be considered. So tomorrow we are likely to see Chippy Shaik giving more details with regards to that, because most of his statement, certain paragraphs, have to be skipped today. We saw Judge Seriti apologizing that he had left some of his notes at home, but tomorrow he would like to go back to that question of the Hawks fighter jets. Another controversial issue relates to the awarding of the combat suites contract. You'll recall that one of the companies that was a beneficiary or that was awarded contract contract had links to the company that was owned by Chippy Shaik's brother, Chippy Shaik. And we know the controversy surrounding Chippy Shaik and also his then links to the then deputy president at the time, Jacob Zuma. So tomorrow, and when the other interested legal teams get a chance to cross-examine him, we are likely to hear Chippy Shaik shedding more light. Today I can really say he was not really shaken by most of the stuff or the questions that were posed to him, but more is to emerge in the coming few days.
Njanji, thank you so much for joining us.